So this is the first time hearing that you don't have to write IELTS.
For the full-time ones, that I think is a bit challenging. First, really take some time to think over, oh, is this what I want to do? Will that be something that I can cope up with?
Hello guys, I am your host Ashley. Welcome back to another episode of College Dunia Student Connect, wherein we connect with international students and learn more about their journeys and experiences. Today we have Pratima from the UK with us. Hi Pratima, how are you?
Hi Ashley, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good, I'm doing good. So before getting into the details of your experiences and journey abroad, tell us a little bit more about yourself.
Sure. First of all, thank you so much for having me here. It's a great pleasure to interact with people like you who are doing so much for the students. To talk about myself, my name is Pratima. I'm from Pune, Maharashtra. I've completed my BA from University College Nottingham. I went to the UK for my master's in economics. My degree was economic development and policy analysis. So yeah, I just came back in 2020 March.
Well, that's great to hear. So tell us more about your course in college. How do you like your course, the faculty? How was the University of Nottingham like and the facilities?
First of all, I think to talk about my university was a great experience. First of all, the campus is huge. You have every facility for your mental health, for your physical health. You have very friendly staff, and that too, they're very, very knowledgeable. They are expert in their own fields. My course, I would say, was very dynamic. It had all the modules that are of current use. Example, talk about monetary economics. I was very surprised they had the topic of demonetization of India in my course, which was very interesting. Faculty was from all over the world. I would say they were very approachable. You email them, they ask you get an appointment, and you can just meet them anytime you want. So yeah, I would say very structured, systematic and dynamic course it was for me.
So how's the city of Nottingham like? Is it like a lively city, like a mellow city? How safe is it? And is it good for students?
Absolutely. It is just a student city. You would have everything that a student wants. It has two famous universities across the globe, the University of Nottingham and the Nottingham Trent University. It has a very, very lively, youthful atmosphere everywhere. To talk about the safety, yes, I think it is very, very safe. Initially, in the past, they did say that Nottingham was not that safe. It had lots of crime cases and so on. But to be honest, when I was there, I did not face any such cases. For the matter of fact, I was working with Nottingham Police, wherein I was working for the student safety of the people coming from abroad. So yes, I would say it is safe. The transportation is well connected. You have trams, bus, you have everything on your doorstep. You have cabs. Yes, and it has everything. It has lots of restaurants from all over the world. Talk about gym, talk about sports center. You have lots of facilities for recreation like pubs, clubs, hobby classes, everything. You just name it. It has everything.
That sounds like a very, very interesting city.
Yeah.
So what motivated you to study abroad? What motivated to do your specific course abroad, your master's in economics?
Right. See, it is not that we do not have economics here in India. Obviously, we have good colleges. But my prime motive was to explore the more dimensions of economics. That too, in terms of the mathematical economics. It had a very good course module in my university. Plus, I would say that my university was well known for its cutting edge technology. A very famous person named Sir Clive Granger. He was awarded Nobel Prize for his work from University of Nottingham. So I think this fact that it has so much to offer, the cutting edge technology, plus finally, I would say the course I wanted, the economic development and policy, it had merged together very well. So I think all these factors were what really made my mind for University of Nottingham.
Definitely master's programs for economics, anything related to commerce, pretty popular in the UK, and there's a lot of scope. I can see one reason that you would study in the UK. Also, why, like, do you think it's a good decision to like study abroad? Like, how do you honestly feel about your decision studying abroad? You know, leaving your family behind, and then, you know, pursuing a course in a whole different country, a whole different life. So, like, how do you think it's a good decision, and why did you like choose the UK specifically?
Right. Actually, I think that's a very good question, first of all. Let me start with the second question. Why did I choose why did I choose masters in UK? The first motive was it was only 1 year degree course, so I thought I could just wrap it up and come back to India. That was first thing. And the first question you asked me was why you should go. Why did I go out, or why should people go? I think sometimes we need to break the comfort zones. We can be learning so much from our places, but then to explore more, to see what exactly is happening out there in the world, to be living by yourself in a country that you do not know anybody, you have no family, no friends, you're all there by yourself. I think the exposure that you get when you live abroad, the independence, the freedom of the mind, I would say, plus taking the responsibility of your own self on your shoulders, that's the biggest thing. Moreover, I think when you step in a different country, you begin to see the bigger picture. What we see a very small thing in in the place where we locally live, we get to see a macro picture when we are stepping outside our countries.
I think you answered the question perfectly. I completely agree with you that, you know, like, you'll be out of your comfort zone, having responsibilities, and, you know, you really expand your mind when you study abroad. So that's actually a really, really great answer. So, like, how was your approach to IELTS? I'm pretty sure you had to write IELTS for your masters, yeah?
To be honest, I thought so. I had to take IELTS. But then I also came to know I had a very brilliant score in my 12th standard. In my English, I had about 94 out of 100. So because of which, just because of my 12th grade, it was not compulsory for me then.
Oh, wow. So that's the first time hearing that, because whoever I speak to who's been applying to universities in the UK, they all had to write IELTS. So this is the first time hearing that since you got great marks in your 12th, that you don't have to write IELTS. But it's pretty interesting. So, like, how did you? I'm pretty sure you had to write an SOP and a letter of recommendation. So, and also, like, were there any external tests you had to take for your specific masters?
Right. Before I go on to answer this question, I just wanted to tell you a bit about my IELTS journey. See, the thing is that I think it was just for my course and just for my degree. I don't know why they did this. I mean, I was mentally prepared to pay the fees and take the test. But for some reason, I don't know why that happened. And just a piece of information, right now I'm IELTS trainer. So that's a good thing that happened because of studying abroad. Right. And then the second question you asked me was about my SOP LOR. Right. For SOP, I think it was it's quite a task to write a proper SOP. It is a paper wherein you are trying to talk to somebody without even you opening your mouth, but your words are your power. So yes, It did take me a lot of time to actually frame my SOP. I made my professors, I made my fellow classmates. I took their opinion, I gave my opinion, and then obviously to look for what is SOP of mine and what the course is offering. Even that has to be merged somewhere. So yeah, it took some quite good time to write that. And for letter of recommendation, I was very lucky enough. I got my 2 professors from University College who could write me those. And even they were a great deal of help to make this dream come true. So yeah, challenging but very important parts of study abroad journey.
I see. SOP and letter recommendation. SOP can be a bit challenging. Getting the letter recommendation isn't too hard. So, like, what about the accommodation? Did you find it a challenge to find good accommodation in Nottingham?
Nottingham accommodation was, yes, I would say it was quite a long journey.
Yeah,
just
quite
because
a
I did not know anybody there. I had no contacts, no family, no friends. So yeah, it was definitely challenging. But then again, thanks to the wonderful people I have around me, somebody told me about this shared rooms, spare rooms.
Yeah, fair room.
Spare rooms. So that was a great platform. I searched my flat on spare rooms. I had booked my I gave my money obviously in pounds. So yeah, everything was made easy by sparerooms.co.uk. So I would really suggest everybody, whoever is going abroad and who do not have any contacts, they should always look on spare rooms.
Yeah, I think whoever I speak to, those who study in the UK, they only mention that website because yeah, that website is very good, and especially for postgrads, getting accommodation is a bit of a challenge compared to undergrads. So yeah, spare room is really helpful for like everyone, but for postgrads, it's like their main go-to site.
Surely. So accommodation is definitely a thing that is of great concern when you're in a different country. At the same time, I think it's expensive also. So yeah, I mean, those who can really afford, they should go for the campus ones. But those who cannot, I would advise spare rooms for that.
Yeah, spare room is a very good
Yeah.
site. So what is the part-time and full-time job scenario like in Nottingham and like UK in general? And what about your course? Like, do you know any seniors or any friends who have done the MSc in economics and have got jobs related to that field?
Sure. Yes, definitely. I think, sure. Yes, definitely. I think job is not a big problem there, especially the part-time jobs. They are ample. They are just ample of jobs there. You could be working in some restaurant or some events like open day or some science day when they have all these different kinds of events. So getting a job is not that big of a problem, to be honest. For the full-time ones, that I think is a bit challenging, but that's not impossible for sure. If you start well advanced before the time, if you really plan it that way, if you meet the right people, yes, then the chances of job are there. I know some people from my own batch. They were in some Deloitte company, or yeah, some people from architecture. I think when they got some job there. So yeah, a bit challenging, but I think it's still possible. The only thing that you should be looking forward is that whether whether the company is sponsoring you or not. That is the biggest challenge. If that is sorted, even full-time job is not a big problem.
Yeah, but right now, the UK government has come up with a law that if you complete your postgrad, and you can get a 2-year stay-back visa where you can work. But yeah, like most of the companies, when they offer you a full-time job, they will usually sponsor you. So yeah, and yeah, the market in UK is opening up now. It's becoming better. But yeah, and you mentioned it's a bit challenging. It's always challenging everywhere, that's for sure. But yeah, if you network and attend career fairs, keep yourself active, I'm pretty sure it's not impossible, like you said.
Indeed.
So before we wrap up this video, what is one piece, like the most important piece of advice you would give to a student who wants to study abroad, wants to study the MSc in economics at the University of Nottingham?
See, just because people, because they find some course and because they get admission, some offer, oh, I have this offer, I have this admission, I want to do this course. I would say take some time and really see what course you want to do. Just because that course is available for you, just because that sounds good, just because it looks good, do not go for that. First, really take some time to think over, oh, is this what I want to do? Will that be something that I can cope up with? Example for mine, I faced problems with the econometrics because it had lots of mathematics into that. A person like me coming from non-mathematical economics, going to this mathematical economics is a challenge. So I would really say to go through the course very, very thoroughly, to actually take some time and think about what do you want to, what do you expect from this course, and also look for if this course has any job market or not after you complete it. So not to rush, but to actually take it smooth, easy, understand, and then choose accept the offer. These are 2-3 combined things I can definitely tell somebody coming for economics and to University of Nottingham.
That's amazing advice. I'm sure those are watching this would really appreciate that advice. And thank you so much for sharing your insights with our viewers. It's really been a good chat. So, viewers, if you enjoyed this episode, please comment, like, and share this video. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, don't forget to subscribe. We have a lot of informative videos lined up for you. Let us know in the comments below if you want us to cover any college of your choice in the next video. Till then, have fun and work hard.